Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something important today. Take it personal. Yes, take it personal, but not in the way you might think. Too many of us go through life with a sense of detachment, as though we're just bystanders in our own existence. But if you truly want to succeed, if you want to change the game, if you want to build a life that you're proud of, you need to step into your life and take it personally. Here's the thing. Life will always challenge you. It will always test your resolve, your patience, and your character. The question is, how are you going to respond? Are you going to stand by and let things happen, or are you going to take it personally and make them happen? If you want extraordinary results, you need to take personal responsibility for everything that happens to you and everything that doesn't. Taking it personal means owning up to your choices. It means showing up every day with a commitment to excellence. It means understanding that your success and happiness are in your hands, no one else's. When you take it personally, you stop blaming external circumstances, and you start to understand that everything is within your control. It is the attitude of champions, of people who refuse to let life's challenges dictate their outcome. If you want to live a life of purpose, fulfillment, and success, you must take it personally. When you do, you become the architect of your own destiny. You take responsibility for your actions, your decisions, and the results they bring. And most importantly, you never give up on yourself. Stop making excuses and start taking full responsibility for your life. Your future is in your hands. Mediocrity is your enemy. When you take it personally, you commit to doing everything at your best. Aim high and reach beyond ordinary. Life doesn't happen to you, it happens because of you. Your decisions shape your future. When you take it personally, you stop seeing yourself as a victim of circumstances. You become a creator of your own circumstances. Accountability is the first step to taking control of your life. Own your actions and the outcomes they create. If you want to make progress, stop blaming others for your situation. Your life is a reflection of the choices you've made. Winners don't leave things to chance. They take personal ownership of every opportunity, challenge, and setback. Success requires discipline. Taking it personally means showing up every day, doing the work, and holding yourself accountable to your goals. Taking it personally means facing your fears head-on and not allowing doubt to derail your progress. Time is your most valuable asset. When you take it personally, every day becomes an opportunity to learn, grow, and get closer to your goals. If you want to change your life, the very first thing you need to do is embrace responsibility. You see, the key to success isn't in waiting for someone else to fix your problems or hoping that the world will change for you. It starts with you. Taking full ownership of where you are and where you're going. You are the one in control of your actions, your decisions, and the path you walk. The moment you realize this, everything starts to shift. Too often, we fall into the trap of blaming others for our circumstances. We point fingers at situations, at the economy, at people who did us wrong, and we use these things as excuses for not reaching our full potential. But the truth is, success is not about what happens to you, it's about how you respond to what happens. And that starts with accepting that you, and only you, are responsible for the direction your life takes. When you embrace responsibility, you stop waiting for the perfect moment or the perfect circumstances. You stop looking for someone else to solve your problems or provide you with opportunities. You realize that everything that happens in your life, whether good or bad, is the result of the choices you've made, whether they were conscious decisions or not. It's about recognizing that your actions or lack thereof have brought you to this point, and it is up to you to steer the ship in the direction you want to go. Taking responsibility means that you don't let your past define your future. You don't let failure or setbacks hold you back. Instead, you look at every challenge as an opportunity for growth. You stop making excuses and start making progress. When you take responsibility, you refuse to let life's difficulties control you. You control your reactions, your mindset, and your attitude. This isn't always easy. It's uncomfortable to face the fact that you're the one who has the power to change your life. But the truth is, once you fully embrace responsibility, you unlock an incredible sense of freedom. No one can take that power away from you. You realize that your success is in your hands, and you begin to make decisions that reflect that. So take responsibility today. Take full ownership of your life, your decisions, and your future. The moment you do, you'll start seeing results, and those results, they're the product of the choices you make every single day. If you want to live a life of true fulfillment, There's one principle that will set you apart from the crowd. Commit to excellence. Excellence isn't a one-time event. It's a way of life. It's the standard you set for yourself in everything you do every single day. Mediocrity doesn't get you anywhere. If you're going to make an impact, if you're going to build something that matters, you have to demand more from yourself than just getting by. You have to aim for greatness in every action, in every decision, and in every moment. The commitment to excellence starts with the understanding that your life is a reflection of the effort you put in. It's easy to do just enough, to settle for what's comfortable and to coast along. But here's the truth. Just enough will never lead to extraordinary results. Excellence requires that you push past the ordinary, the average, and the easy. It requires that you give your best not only when you feel like it, but every day. And here's what happens when you make this commitment. You elevate your standards, your results, and your life. Excellence is a choice, a decision you make in every circumstance, whether you're working on your job, your relationships, your health, or your personal growth. You make the choice to do the best you can, not because someone is watching, but because you know that it's your own integrity and reputation on the line. When you commit to excellence, you take pride in the process. You focus on doing things the right way, even when it's hard or inconvenient, because you know that small efforts compound into massive results. But here's the catch. Excellence isn't about perfection. It's not about being flawless. It's about continuous improvement. It's about striving to be better today than you were yesterday. It's about showing up consistently and pushing yourself to do just a little more than you thought possible. The path to excellence isn't always easy, but it's always worth it. The rewards of this commitment are not immediate, but over time the difference becomes glaring. Excellence creates opportunities that mediocrity will never see. Think of it like this. When you commit to excellence, you're setting yourself up for growth. You're building habits, character, and skills that will pay off in ways you can't always predict. It doesn't matter what your field is, what your role is, or where you're starting from. When you make excellence your standard, the results will follow. And the best part, as you continue to grow, so do your opportunities. The person who is committed to excellence doesn't just show up. They elevate everyone around them. People are drawn to excellence. It stands out. It gets noticed. It gets rewarded. So ask yourself this, are you really committing to excellence, or are you just getting by? Are you pushing yourself to the next level, or are you staying comfortable doing what's easy? Excellence is a mindset, and the more you adopt it, the more you'll see how it transforms your life. The world doesn't need more average. It needs more people who are willing to give their very best in everything they do. When you commit to excellence, you'll unlock potential in yourself that you never thought possible. You'll be amazed at the results. If you want to live a life of purpose, fulfillment, and success, you have to understand one fundamental truth. You are in control of your own destiny. So many people go through life as if they're simply at the mercy of external forces, waiting for the right moment, the right opportunity, or the right person to come along and change their life. But the reality is that you are the one who shapes your future, and it all begins with the choices you make today. You see, control over your destiny doesn't come from waiting for things to happen to you. It comes from actively creating your own path. The decisions you make, the actions you take, and the attitude you adopt all play a role in determining where you'll end up. You are not a victim of circumstance. You are the architect of your own life. It's not about luck or timing. It's about taking responsibility for your choices, learning from your mistakes, and being proactive about what you want to achieve. Too many people are reactive instead of proactive. They let life happen to them, constantly responding to situations as they arise, instead of taking the reins and steering their own ship. But if you're serious about your future, you need to take control. Don't wait for permission. Don't wait for someone to hand you an opportunity. Go out and create one for yourself. The choices you make today will define your tomorrow. To control your destiny, you have to think long-term. You need to set goals that align with your deepest desires and take consistent action toward those goals every single day. It's not about short-term gratification or immediate rewards. It's about staying focused on your bigger vision, even when things get tough. Understand that where you are today is the result of the choices you made yesterday, and where you'll be tomorrow will be the result of the decisions you make today. Control over your destiny also requires self-discipline. It's easy to get distracted by the noise of life, the people, the events, the things that try to pull you off course. But if you're serious about taking control, you need to stay disciplined. Set your priorities, stick to your plan, and resist the temptation to settle for less. The most successful people are the ones who stay consistent, even when it feels like no one is watching. And here's the beauty of it. When you control your destiny, you create opportunities for growth. You begin to see the world differently. You stop seeing obstacles as barriers and start seeing them as stepping stones. Challenges are no longer roadblocks. They're opportunities to prove to yourself that you have the strength, the resilience, and the willpower to overcome anything. Every setback is simply a setup for a comeback. But let me tell you something. Controlling your destiny doesn't mean you'll have a smooth, easy ride. The road will be bumpy. There will be challenges, setbacks, and moments when you question yourself. That's part of the process. The key is to stay committed, to continue making the right decisions, and to take action even when it's tough. You decide whether you keep moving forward or whether you let circumstances dictate your direction. So if you want to control your destiny, you need to start by controlling your mindset. You need to believe that you are capable of achieving what you set out to do. You need to believe that the power to shape your future lies within you. The world is full of people who are waiting for something to change, but the truly successful people, the ones who change the world, are the ones who say, I will make it happen. Take control of your life today. Your future is too important to leave in the hands of chance. The moment you take control of your destiny is the moment you unlock the full potential of who you are and what you can achieve. The only limit to what you can accomplish is the limit you place on yourself. And that limit, it's entirely up to you to decide. If you want to experience real growth in your life, one of the most important shifts you'll ever make is the shift from victim to victor. You see, the way you view your circumstances will dictate the way you respond to them. And the truth is, there are two types of people in this world: those who take ownership of their lives and those who wait for life to change for them. The victims, those who feel as though the world is out to get them, blame others, complain, and constantly wait for someone to fix their problems. The victors, on the other hand, understand that their success, their happiness, and their future are entirely in their hands. A victim mentality is a dangerous trap. It's the mindset that says, I have no control over my life, or it's not my fault I'm in this situation. It's a mindset that looks at challenges and immediately thinks, I can't do this, or I don't deserve this. It keeps you stuck in a cycle of blame, shame, and helplessness, where you feel powerless to change anything. But the truth is, your circumstances don't define you. Your response to them does. The shift from victim to victor happens when you make a conscious decision to take full responsibility for your life. You stop blaming other people for where you are. You stop pointing fingers at the economy, your past, or the people who've wronged you. You accept that the only person who has the power to change your life is you. This doesn't mean that life will always be easy or that things will always go according to plan, but it does mean you take full responsibility for how you react and how you rise to meet challenges. You see, a victor doesn't give power to their circumstances. They take control of their reactions, their decisions, and their attitude. They understand that life is filled with obstacles. But those obstacles aren't there to defeat them. They're there to help them grow. When you shift from victim to victor, you stop seeing challenges as problems and start seeing them as opportunities for growth. Every difficulty becomes a lesson, every failure a stepping stone to something greater. The most powerful part of shifting from victim to victor is taking ownership of your mindset. It's about shifting from a mindset of fear and self-doubt to one of confidence and resilience. It's about understanding that no matter what happens, you have the ability to choose your response. When life knocks you down, and it will, you decide whether you stay down or get back up stronger than before. A victor doesn't stay stuck in a cycle of negativity and excuses. They get up, learn, adapt, and move forward with renewed purpose. The moment you shift from victim to victor, you take your life into your own hands. You stop waiting for things to change, and you begin to change your actions, your attitude, and your approach. You realize that nothing is impossible if you are willing to put in the work and make the necessary sacrifices. The road won't always be easy, but victors are people who understand that the difficult moments are what make them stronger. They embrace the struggle because they know it's leading them to something greater. In every setback, there's an opportunity. In every obstacle, there's a lesson. The victim sees these things as signs to quit. The victor sees them as stepping stones to success. So if you're ready to move forward in life, the first thing you need to do is let go of the victim mentality. Take ownership of your life. Stop waiting for someone else to change your circumstances. Be the one to change your future. Make the shift today. You have everything it takes to be a victor. The power is in your hands. What will you do with it? The choice is yours. The victor chooses to rise, to grow, and to keep moving forward, no matter what. Are you ready to take control of your life and become the victor you were always meant to be? The time is now. If you want to make a real lasting change in your life, there's one thing you need to embrace: accountability. It's one of the most powerful forces you can bring into your life. Without it, you'll be stuck, going around in circles, constantly hoping for something to change, but never really seeing any results. When you choose to be accountable, you make a commitment to yourself that no matter what happens, you will take full responsibility for your actions, your choices, and the outcomes they create. And let me tell you, that's where the magic happens. Being accountable means you stop making excuses. It means you stop blaming others or waiting for the right moment or the right opportunity to show up. It's about looking in the mirror and saying, I am responsible for where I am, and I am responsible for where I'm going. Accountability is a sign of maturity, of strength, and of personal power. It says that you're not waiting for someone else to fix your life. You are the one who will take the steps needed to turn things around. When you take accountability, you stop being a passive bystander in your own life. You stop letting life dictate the terms and start defining the terms for yourself. It's easy to blame your circumstances, your upbringing, or other people for your current situation. But the truth is, if you want to change your life, the first thing you have to do is take responsibility for it. Your future is determined by the decisions you make today, not by what someone else does or doesn't do for you. Accountability is about honesty too. It's about being honest with yourself, facing your weaknesses, and not trying to hide from the truth. It means being willing to take a hard look at where you are and admitting that you might need to change some things. But here's the key: without accountability, you'll never grow. Accountability forces you to confront your reality, take action, and make the changes necessary to move forward. When you embrace it, you start to see results because you are committed to following through. Here's what being accountable does for you. It builds momentum. Every time you hold yourself accountable, every time you take responsibility for your actions and outcomes, you build confidence and self-discipline. You begin to trust yourself more because you know that when you say you'll do something, you will. And when you build that trust with yourself, you'll be amazed at the way your life starts to change. Being accountable also means being consistent. It means showing up even when you don't feel like it. It means doing the work even when the results aren't immediately visible. Success isn't a one-time thing. It's the result of consistent effort day after day, regardless of the challenges you face. Accountability forces you to do the work even when no one is watching. It forces you to do what needs to be done, not because you're looking for recognition, but because it's the right thing to do. The moment you embrace accountability, you take the power back in your life. You stop giving excuses or blaming others for where you are. You understand that your actions, your decisions, your work, and your attitude are the things that determine your results. If you want more out of life, then you have to take more responsibility. If you want to be more successful, then you have to commit to more work, more focus, and more dedication to your goals. So let me ask you, are you ready to be accountable for your life? Are you ready to take full ownership of your decisions, your actions, and your future? Because when you do, you will see everything change. Accountability is the key to unlocking your true potential. It's the foundation of all success. Without it, you're just drifting, hoping things will get better on their own. But when you take accountability for your life, you take control of your destiny. The power to shape your future is in your hands. Now, it's up to you to decide to take full responsibility for it. If you want to build a life that you're proud of, one of the first things you have to do is stop blaming others. Too many people spend their lives pointing fingers, trying to find someone or something to blame for their struggles, their lack of success, or their unhappiness. But here's the truth. Blaming others only keeps you stuck. It keeps you powerless. When you blame others, you give away your personal power. You hand control of your life over to circumstances, to people, and to things you have no control over. And as long as you're stuck in the mindset of blame, you'll never make the kind of progress you're capable of. Blaming others doesn't change your circumstances. It doesn't improve your situation. All it does is make you feel justified in staying where you are. It gives you a false sense of relief because you can say, it's not my fault, or if they had only done this, things would be different. But in reality, that kind of thinking doesn't move you forward. It keeps you in a cycle of frustration, anger, and regret. When you stop blaming others, you start taking full responsibility for your life. You stop looking outward for the cause of your problems and start looking inward. You realize that you are the one who has the power to change things. Sure, other people might play a role in your life, but the way you respond to them, the way you act, and the decisions you make are entirely in your control. Your life is the result of the choices you've made. And when you accept that, you begin to see opportunities for growth everywhere you look. Blaming others is a habit that holds you back from becoming the best version of yourself. It's easy to blame your boss for not giving you a promotion, or your parents for not giving you the upbringing you wanted. It's easy to blame your friends for not supporting you, or the economy for making it hard to succeed. But when you shift your mindset, you realize that no one has control over your success but you. Success is about taking responsibility, facing challenges head on, and figuring out how to overcome them. It's about taking charge of your own life and deciding what to do with the hand you've been dealt. Once you stop blaming others, you'll find yourself taking more initiative. You'll stop waiting for permission, and you'll start creating the circumstances you want to see. Instead of blaming your situation, you'll take the steps necessary to change it. Whether it's learning a new skill, working harder, or changing your mindset, when you take full responsibility for your life, you empower yourself to make real, lasting changes. Blame also keeps you stuck in negativity. When you blame, you carry around anger, frustration, and resentment. Those emotions drain your energy and cloud your ability to think clearly and make smart decisions. But when you let go of blame, you free yourself from that negativity. You stop allowing others to live rent-free in your mind. And when you stop carrying around that emotional baggage, you have more space in your mind for clarity, creativity, and focus. The moment you stop blaming others, you start living your life with intention. You realize that your happiness, your success, and your future are not dependent on what other people do. They are entirely up to you. Life will always present challenges. Some of them will be difficult, unfair, and even painful. But how you respond to those challenges is what truly matters. The moment you take responsibility for your actions, your mindset, and your results is the moment you begin to take control of your life. So stop blaming others. Stop waiting for the world to change for you. Take full responsibility for your life and your circumstances, and begin creating the life you want. The power to change is in your hands. The choice is yours. When you choose to stop blaming, you'll start seeing results that you never thought possible. You'll start moving forward, and you'll begin to understand that the key to success is within you, not in the hands of others. If you want to achieve great things in life, you have to develop a winner's mentality. You see, success is not just about what you do, it's about how you think. The mindset you carry will either propel you forward or hold you back. A winner's mentality isn't something that just happens by chance. It's something you have to actively cultivate every single day. It's about understanding that your thoughts, your beliefs, and your actions are all connected. And when you align them in the right way, you create the foundation for extraordinary success. The first step in developing a winner's mentality is to believe in your potential. So many people are held back by self-doubt and fear of failure. They hesitate to take risks, to put themselves out there, because they're not sure they have what it takes. But a winner's mentality is rooted in the belief that you are capable of achieving great things. It's about having confidence in yourself and your abilities, even when the road ahead seems uncertain. The moment you believe that you can succeed, you start acting in ways that align with that belief. You take action, you stay persistent, and you keep moving forward, even when things don't go perfectly. Winners don't see obstacles as roadblocks, they see them as opportunities. They understand that every challenge, every setback, and every failure is part of the journey to success. A winner's mentality says, "This is tough, but I can handle it," instead of, "This is too hard, I should give up." Winners know that growth comes through adversity. They learn from their mistakes, adapt to their circumstances, and keep pushing forward. It's this mindset that separates those who achieve their goals from those who don't. The person who gives up at the first sign of trouble will never see success, while the one who faces challenges head-on with determination and a positive attitude will eventually rise above. Another key element of a winner's mentality is the refusal to settle for mediocrity. Winners don't get comfortable with average. They push themselves to go beyond what's expected. They understand that greatness requires effort, sacrifice, and a relentless pursuit of improvement. Mediocrity is the enemy of success. It's easy to get complacent and do just enough to get by. But if you want to be extraordinary, you have to do more than just meet the minimum. Winners strive to be better today than they were yesterday, and they set higher standards for themselves every day. They're never satisfied with good enough. They always believe they can be better, do more, and achieve more. Developing a winner's mentality also means taking full responsibility for your life and your results. Winners understand that they are the ones who control their actions, decisions, and outcomes. They don't blame others or make excuses. They know that the path to success is paved with hard work, perseverance, and accountability. When something goes wrong, they look inward and ask, what could I have done differently? They learn from their mistakes and they never let failure define them. Instead, they use it as fuel to keep pushing forward. Winners are also relentlessly focused on their goals. They have a clear vision of where they want to go and what they want to achieve, and they keep that vision in mind every day. They don't get distracted by every shiny object or every new opportunity that comes their way. They stay committed to their path, knowing that success doesn't come from chasing 1,000 different things, but from staying focused on one goal at a time. A winner's mentality says, this is where I'm going and nothing is going to stop me. A winner's mentality is also about embracing discipline. Discipline is the backbone of success. It's what keeps you on track when things get tough. It's what gets you up early, keeps you working late, and pushes you to keep going even when you'd rather give up. Winners understand that success isn't an accident. It's the result of consistent, focused effort over time. They don't look for shortcuts or easy paths. They understand that the road to success is long, but it's worth it when you stick with it and make every effort count. And perhaps most importantly, a winner's mentality is about believing that success is a journey, not a destination. Winners know that success isn't a one-time event. It's the result of consistent growth, learning, and improvement. They understand that success isn't a place they get to and then stop. It's a process, a lifelong commitment to becoming the best version of themselves. They're constantly learning, constantly evolving, and constantly striving to be better than they were yesterday. If you want to achieve greatness, you have to develop a winner's mentality. It's a mindset of belief, resilience, focus, and discipline. It's the kind of mindset that turns setbacks into comebacks and obstacles into opportunities. It's the mindset that says, I can, I will, and I won't stop until I do. This is the mentality of people who achieve their dreams. It's the mentality of people who don't just want success, they go after it with everything they have. And when you develop this mindset, there's nothing that can stop you from reaching your full potential. The victory is in your hands. It all starts with the way you think.